When it comes to the quality of your air, a lot goes into keeping contaminants out. Featuring 360 degrees of filtration, a noise-reducing shock pad, and a powerful, energy-efficient motor, the Core 300 captures allergens, odors, and airborne bacteria with 3 unique filters. Each piece is an essential part of the beautiful device. All it needs is a home. That's where you come in. The Core 300 covers up to 215 square feet and 20 square meters, making it perfect for medium-sized living rooms, kitchens, and bedrooms. Our filters capture pollen, pet dander, as well as smoke and unpleasant odors. Choose between 3 fan speeds and 4 timer settings, depending on the needs of your environment. Want something quieter? Turn on sleep mode when it's time for bed. The Core 300 is guaranteed to make your home healthier. LEVOIT.
Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode, I have this cool image on here, and pretty much what this is a smart air purifier that's from this brand right here. So for this one in particular, they call it the Core 300S, and pretty much for this air purifier is a smart air purifier that allows you guys to connect it onto the app, which I will show you in a second. But if you guys turn inside right here, they mention how there's 3 different stages of filter when you guys do use it. There's a pre-filter, there's a true HEPA filter, and there's an advanced carbon filter, which is very similar to all the air purifiers out there in the market today. They mention it can help you guys fight allergies, unwanted odors, and it's very quiet when you guys do use it. And the way how they designed this product is for you guys to use it for small to large rooms. If you guys turn to the back, they also provide more specs and features about the product. So they mention how there's 3 different speed levels on here. There's a sleep mode, there's a child lock option, smart control, and built-in timers. And also for the product, it does have an auto mode as well. And the cool thing about this product is the fact that it does give us the option to show you guys the PM value on here when you guys do use it. So that way you can see and know whether or not the air is clean when you guys do use it. So this is what the package looks like when you guys do get it. Let me actually open up to show you guys what the inside looks like. So once you guys do open up, first the inside right here, they do provide guys a user manual to teach you guys how to set up and how to use it, which is right here, if you can see. And then underneath that, we do have the protection layer. If you guys do take it out, once you guys do take it out, in the very bottom, we do have the product. So let's take it out. So once you guys do take it out, here's what the product looks like. If you can see how it's all nicely wrapped up. Let's take out the bag. So once you guys do take out the bag, this is what the product looks like. If you see in the front right here, we do have the brand name. And throughout the side right here is where you suck up like the pollen, the dust, and etc. And the clean air is gonna come from the top. So this is what the product looks like in the front. And then here is the back. So it does tell you guys that it's a Core 300S. And then here we do have the cable for you to plug in that should start using it, which is 2-prong option. If you guys look at the bottom, they do have the non-slip material on here to prevent it from moving around when you guys do use it. And the way how they designed this product, it does have a little handle for it to open up. So if you guys do open it, inside right there, we do have the filter. If you guys do take it out, once you guys do take it out, that is what the inside looks like. So obviously, it's your first time using the product, you do want to open the filter. You don't want to leave the plastic bag on. And usually for this filter, you do want to replace it every like 3 to 6 months, depending on how often you do use it, and whether if you guys use it in the high speed level or the low speed level. One technique that I usually use, so that way I don't have to change as often, is to use like a vacuum to vacuum the side. So that way you can vacuum all the dust that's on the actual side of the filter. And that way I don't have to replace it as often. But let's open this up to show you guys what it looks like. So once you guys do open up, here's what the inside looks like. So this is a pre-filter. In the middle is a true HEPA filter. And then inside right there, that is the advanced carbon filter. So once you guys do open it, you guys can put it back inside. Make sure this side goes in like this. And the side that has a handle should be on top like this. Once you guys put it in, you guys can close it back up. Just like that. Very easy and very simple. And when you guys look at the top part right here, they do have instruction to teach you guys how to set up and how to use it in terms of the app, etc. If you guys do take it out, they do provide you guys instruction in terms of how to use the product for each different button, if you can see. But once you guys remove it, here's what the top part looks like. So this part right here is where the clean air is going to come out. And this part right here is the display screen and the different button for you to use. So I do have the power button, the auto button, the sleep mode button, filter reset option, child lock option, and then fan speed level on here. So that is everything that's on top. And when you guys do feel the overall weight of the product, it definitely has a little bit of weight to it. It definitely feels heavier than the other air purifier that I reviewed from this brand, which I will show you in a second. But what I'm doing right now is to plug it in and test it out to show you guys how to use it before you connect it on the app. So once we do plug it in, if you guys do turn it on, once you guys do turn it on, this actually sounds like on level 1. If you guys do press on this button, now we have level 2. Press again, and this is level 3. Press again, it goes back to 1. So as in here, when you guys use in level 3, it's actually very loud, but it's very powerful as well. So that way can help you guys cycle any like pollen, allergens, etc., which is really nice. If you guys do press on this button, that is auto mode button. This one right here is a sleep mode button. This is child lock option, timer option, and the display off button. So obviously it is not see as well in this bright setting. So I will show you guys in darker setting in a second. But what I'm doing right now is connect it onto the app to show you guys how to connect it first. So the app that I want down is called VeSync. Once you guys do download it, this is what the app looks like. So you see I already have some of the device from this brand or other brands as well. But what I'm doing right now is add it. So I do click on this button. And see how it does pop up. So I do click on it. It tells you guys to press and hold the power button for 5 seconds and tell you guys the Wi-Fi indicator light blinking. So I do press and hold it. You can see how it's blinking. And what it tells you to do now is connect it on the 2.4 network. And now you can see it's connecting. And you can see how I found the device. So the cool thing about this is the fact that when you guys connect it on the app, you do have the option to use voice control on Alexa or something if you guys do want to. And I'll tell you guys to name the device. So I think I will just name it Smart. And it does tell me to update the firmware. So I do want to do that first. So it might take a few minutes. I'm going to let it finish updating first. Alright, so we just finished. It didn't take that long. Probably less than a minute. But once you guys finish downloading it, here's what the app looks like. So you see how it does show you guys when it's on or off and show you guys the PM level on here. So currently it's very good, you can see. But once it sends like smoke or anything, it'll let you guys know on here when it's very bad. But you see on the bottom right here, they do give you guys everything else in terms of the schedule option, the timer option, display lock option, and etc. For this one in particular, it does not have the night light option. There's another one where I reviewed, it actually does have the option, but this one does not. So very easy and very simple for you to use it if you guys want to turn it off or turn it on, just like that. So we got on, got it off. Feel free to change different mode on here if you guys do want to. That's high. That's low. And auto mode. And like I mentioned, if you guys want to use voice control, you do have the option available. Let me give it a try. So I'll put this right here. So that way you can see it and hear it. If you guys do give it a try. Turn on smart.
Okay.
Change smart to high.
Okay.
Change smart to low.
Okay.
Turn off smart.
Okay.
You can see how it does work. So really cool to give you guys the option to use the voice control, app control, or the manual control on here. So that way you can control it almost anywhere, which is pretty cool. So what I want to do right now is to bring over a different room to show you guys what the screen looks like in a darker setting because it's much more clear. And then we'll come back and talk more product in a second. Alright, so right here we do have the product in a different room. So what I'm doing right now is to turn it on and turn off the light to show you guys what it looks like in the darker setting. So let's do turn it on. If you do turn off the light, once you guys do turn on the light, this is what the screen looks like. So this actually sounds like on low. If you guys increase it to level 3, this is level 3. You guys can hear it's actually really loud. You guys turn on auto mode. This is auto mode. And right here is sleep mode. You can see how the screen does turn off on sleep mode. You guys turn back on auto mode. You guys click right here. That's display off option. You guys press it again. It turns back on. If you guys press right here, we do have timer option. So 1 hour, 2 hours, and the max of 12 hours. And this one right here is a child lock option if you guys need to use it. But on top of right here, if you see, we do have the indicator light to show you guys when it's on and off, and like a little mini night light option if you guys want to use that option. So this is what the product looks like when you guys use it in dark setting. I wanted to show you guys another one that's from the same exact brand, which is a little bit smaller. This one in particular that I'm showing you guys right now is a Core 300. The one that I want to show you guys right next to it is a Core 200S. So I should put it side by side. So as I put it side by side, you guys can see the difference on here. The Core 200 is much smaller than this one. I believe for this smaller one, it's designed for you guys to use the small rooms or medium-sized room. If you guys want to use the large room, it probably will work as well. But the bigger one here for the Core 300S, it works a lot better. A few main difference between the small one versus the big one is the fact that for the small one, it does have a nightlight option built in. And in terms of the power for the big one, it's much more powerful when you do use it. Let me show you the nightlight option first. So as you turn it on, if you guys press right here, this is what the nightlight option looks like when you guys do turn it on, which is really nice. Whereas the Core 300 does not have the option. And for this light, you do have the option to change different setting on here. If you guys do press it again, you change to low light, and it does turn off. So there's a high light and a low light option. But in terms of timer option, you guys only get 2 hours, 4 hours, and 8 hours. Where for this one, does give you guys 12 hours. But when you guys use both of them, let's see what it sounds like. So this is one. Sleep mode. And level 3. So in here, when you guys use the level 1 or sleep mode option, it's actually very quiet. But once you guys reach to like level 3, it does get really loud. So that will work really well if you guys are in a rush to purify your air. Where for this one, we guys do use it. Here is sleep mode. Very quiet. Let's try level 1. So level 1 is a little bit more louder than this one because it's much more powerful. But we'll try level 3. Level 3 is definitely much more louder if you can hear. And for this one also has the auto option, where for this one does not, you guys can see. But here's a side-by-side comparison between both of these to give you guys an idea of what to get, whether if you guys want a small option or big option. But regardless of which one do work, both of them are actually pretty good. It's just that for the big one, it works a lot better for bigger rooms. But here's what both of them looks like. Alright, welcome back guys. So next, a quick test of product, and definitely actually does work, actually worked quite well. If you can see how when we do bring a darker setting, it looks a lot better. Only thing that I feel like this product is missing is the fact that it does not have a night light option built in. If it had that option, that would be pretty nice, like the other one that I just showed you guys. But in terms of what you guys get for this one versus the other one I show you guys from the same exact brand, it does seem like this one's a little bit more stronger than the other one. But if I had to compare both of them, I still like the other one that I show you guys with the nightlight option because it gives you guys a lot more stuff on that one. But if you guys don't care about the nightlight option, then this is actually pretty nice. So whether if you guys want to use it at home, in office, or anywhere else, how you want to use it and where you want to use it, that is totally up to you guys. But that is everything that's on the product. Now to come unboxing and testing product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not. So for this part, I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. If you guys want to need one of these, especially if you guys are in the market looking for a high quality smart air purifier that give you guys everything that I mentioned on here and showed you guys as well, then I do have to say that it's pretty worth it.